So we picked up Hornet Strike, we picked up Serration, we picked up Pressure Point, and we picked up Expel Corpus. Corpus we'll talk about later. These are the three, like, base things for increasing base damage on your 3 weapon types. Now, these are broken versions of those mods, so they are like the tutorial versions.
Void Cloak engaging. Welcome back, operator.
Shut up,
operator
Ordis.
has recovered a segment.
Install it now.
Ordis patiently awaits its installation.
Okay.
Get communications online. I must analyze what Vors Ascaris is doing to your warframe.
Ah, yes.
This technology
Communications.
is beyond the Grineer. It must be Corpus in origin.
Yes, the communications segment, the in-game market segment. Yeah.
Systems engaging.
I suppose this will do.
Ordis is grateful.
So, let's talk about the
The operator is now connected with other Tenno in the system. The operator may now contact all black market scumbags. Contact arms dealers.
So let's talk about the market really quick, because this is
Excellent idea, Ordis. Tenno, we need to make contact with a Corpus defector sympathetic to the Tenno cause. They will, of course, require compensation.
You see what Ordis is referring to, operator?
Okay.
In this case, compensation will not be credits. It will be freedom. I've updated navigation. You will need to break him out of a Grineer gulag.
Okay, we'll get Darvo in a second. What I want to do is talk about the market, because when you come in here as a new player, this is the worst thing to see. Because when you start off as a new player, all you see is this stuff that is mastery locked. Okay, what the fuck does mastery? All of this costs money. Why does this cost money? It costs 165 platinum. I have 18. How much does platinum cost? Platinum costs, we'll say, the base price is $5 for 75 platinum. There are packs of platinum that are slightly better deals on platinum and stuff like that. You can get like discounts and stuff pop up through your daily login bonus and stuff like that. But let's just take a look at this. This is what I want to talk about. So you have deluxe bundles, deluxe skins, signed Donnas, which are your back like cape thing, armor sets, which are the cosmetic armors, other skins, helmets for your thing, like all of these things. And this is under Warframes. But where's the Warframes themselves? Well, if you click the Warframes thing, it pops up. That is a terrible thing to do, because this looks like it's just supposed to be a like hover menu, and then you go to here. So why would... It's this market is a confusing mess. So let's take a look and see what other frame would we like? Let's go with let's say Frost. So Frost. You see a thing that's 375 platinum. That's a lot of money. But if you build him, then it is free. But they don't really surface that well. It just says blueprint, 25,000 credits. But they don't surface that super well. Like, the first thing you see, Frost, Warframe 2 open slots, 375 platinum. Okay, well that sucks. And you can buy the Stay Frosty bundle for 700 platinum. That's a lot of money, guys. Frost I don't think is worth this amount of money. It used to be, like, you could get Loki for $5. You could get Loki for 75 plat, which, you know, is a reasonable amount. How much is Loki now? 175. With a 35,000 credit blueprint. So, these are all of the Warframes in the game. These are not the Prime variants of those Warframes, which we'll talk about Primes some other day. But these are the frames that are in the game right now. And they're not alphabetized like they should be. which drives me insane. But Inaros, Avara, Octavia, Titania, Ash, Atlas Banshee, Chroma, Ember, Equinox, Excalibur, Frost, Gara, Harrow, Hydroi, Limbo, Loki, Mag, Mesa, Mirage, Necros, Neja, I don't know, Nidus, Nova, Nyx, Oberon, Rhino, Saren, Trinity, Valkyr, Bobon, Volt, Wukong, and Zephyr. There's a lot of Warframes to choose from. There were not this many back in the day. The most recent is Gara, just added a few months ago. Before that, Harrow and Nidus were those are the 3 most recent. The only one I have never played is Harrow, because I cannot get the mission to drop one of the pieces, because the mission is broken. I've given up. A lot of these frames are fun. They're very good. They're very fun to play with. I don't think that they are worth spending. Let's see how much is Rhino. Rhino's a base frame. Rhino's 375 platinum. He is not worth that much money. Their prices have gone up kind of drastically. But that's frames. But what about weapons? Well, you have primary, secondary, melee, Arcwing, which we will get into someday, and then weapon cosmetics. So let's just look at primary weapons. Again, mastery rank locked. What the hell does that mean? We'll talk about that in a second. So this is the Bratton. We're using the Bratton Mark 1. The base Bratton is this thing. It is a better version of the base Bratton. Costs 25,000. It will just be, you don't even have to build it. You could just buy it. It's a base weapon. Same thing with the Burston, although the Burston costs 120 platinum. It is a not base, it's a not tutorial weapon. Good. That's actually a pretty nice weapon. The Hind, I don't think I've ever actually used that thing. Costs 225 platinum or 40,000 for the blueprint. That's too much. Latron, there's a lot of weapons in here. But let's talk about mastery and mastery locks, because this is going to be a like information overload in this game. There's so much, but that ties into what we were just talking about. Mastery is your overall account level. So let's look. My mastery is unranked. I am completely unranked. Mastery is 0. I have used these things 100% of the time. They are rank 1, rank 1, rank 1, and rank 2. Frames and weapons can be leveled up to level 30. That's when they cap out, and then affinity, which is experience in this game, doesn't matter anymore for those things. Kind of. We'll get into that again as well later. But for every time something ranks up, you get a little bit of experience towards your mastery level. And every time it hits 30, then it gives you a good chunk towards your next mastery rank. You then do a test to rank up, and then when you're done with the test, you're the next rank, and then you just keep doing that. So what you want to do is max out every weapon you can get your hands on. So when I finish maxing out the Mark 1 Bratton, the Mark 1 Kunai, and the Skana, I will probably sell those, buy a Bratton, a Kunai, and some other melee weapon, and rank those to level 30. So I can then get to my next mastery rank, which is my overall account rank. Once you have a high enough mastery rank, they allow you to get other weapons and stuff like that, and new things unlock. Like MR2 unlocks player trading, which there's a whole other system we'll get into sometime. I'll probably do that on my main account. MR3 unlocks the Syndicate stuff, which is a whole other system. I don't know if this... Nope, Conclave, you can just go do now. I just had to unlock the thing. Didn't have to get the Codex. This is the Codex. Shows quests. Shows requirements for the quests. All that stuff. This is lore things. Training stuff. So you can get some basics, but like this stuff is too much and doesn't make 100% of sense. And missions, which are these are the different types of missions in the game. Assassination, capture, deception. Assassination, boss fights. You go and you kill a boss. Capture, you need to go capture a target in a mission. They run away, you have to down them and capture them before they escape. Deception, you need to... I haven't actually seen a deception mission in a very, very long time, but it's you carry a, like, thing, which is a data thing. You have to bring it to a computer and install it so that it changes some data or whatever. Defense is a defense mission. There's a single point in the map or multiple points that shift. It depends on the map. You defend it and you keep it from being destroyed. Excavation, there are drills that drop from the sky. You have to defend them while they excavate things around. One specific type of resource for building things comes from those. We'll talk about resources later. Exterminate, you go into a mission, you kill the allotted amount of enemies that it says. Hijack, there's two types of hijack missions that I've seen. You're either taking this big engine core along a track and defending it and powering the track with your shields. So your shields are constantly ticking down and you have to move this thing while it's getting ready to explode. Or a one that you have to escort a truck along a path and steal it. Hive sabotage, which we'll get into what the hive and everything and infestation are later. You have to go through destroy certain things to unlock another thing to destroy. That's what the basics are. Interception are 4 points on a map. You have to defend those points and keep them going. Once your meter hits 100%, the round resets. Invasion, there are a bunch of different types of invasions. It's usually faction v faction, and you're going in and doing something in the time that you're either defending one of the factions or you're taking it as an opportunity to kill both of the factions in the area or do something else like spying or something during that time. Mobile defense, you're carrying a data thing, you're putting it into different computers around a map and defending those computers for set amounts of time. Recovery missions. I haven't done one of these in so long I forgot. Recovery is when you get captured by the Zanuka. I forgot about that thing. Zanuka is a whole other system we'll talk about later. There's so many. I forgot about the fucking Zanuka and Grustrag and everything. That's going to be a whole other system to talk about. Rescue missions, going into a base, trying to stealth your way up to a prison area, rescuing a prisoner and escaping with them. You don't have to stealth it, but it's better to. Sabotage, going in, breaking something in a base. There's a bunch of different types. It all comes down to break thing, leave. Spy missions, sneaking into a place, stealing data. That was what we just did. They get much more complicated later on. Survival is the endless wave mission base. Besides, just defense can be endless as well if you want it to. Survival is drop into a map, cause a ruckus for as long as you can stay. Your life support in that map ticks down constantly, so you have to grab these towers. That's not what I meant. You have to grab these towers to keep yourself alive. These are PvP. Don't care about those. No one really PvPs. There is a small community that does, but that's not something that matters. Or at least not to me. Yeah, we can take a look at Warframes again and see all of their prices very easily. They are way too high, frankly. That's way too much money for a single character. Yeah, like, you can buy Volt for 75. You can buy Volt for $5, but then, like, Valkyr's 300. That's a lot. That's a big difference. 325 for Mesa. It's a big difference. It's not cool. 375 for Frost is ridiculous. Same with Ash. Can't do mods yet. So let's just go do our next mission.